Who are you? I don't know, but I'm writing to you anyway. Where are you? How far in the future? Where'd you find my journal? I may never know, but you can know me from what I put down on these pages. I come from a little village in the mountains. No one has left here since before I was born. But our lives changed overnight, just a few days ago when my best friend had a prophetic dream. A vision that the elder said means this season is going to end soon. The world is about to enter a new era. A great change is coming. Everyone was afraid. I was surrounded by questions and I began to feel how little I know. What is this season that is about to end, and why is it ending? What exactly is out there that could turn the world inside out? If there are still voices singing and laughing in the wilderness, I could record them before they're gone. I also thought of my dad, who always wanted to see the outside world but never did. So, I asked if I could leave. The elder had one condition for letting me go: that I take what I collect to the museum vault, a palace of art and memory at the edge of the earth. She says it's the only place safe from the turmoil of a changing season. I hope that's where you're reading this now. I can't stop the change that is coming, but this time on Earth could live on in these pages. What it looks like, sounds like, how it feels to be alive right now. I'm writing to you at the crack of dawn on the morning I leave home. I can smell breakfast cooking in the other room, and I can hear my mom's voice. My bag and Dad's camera, ready for the great departure. My bag and Dad's camera, ready for the great departure. The burner's on the table, ready to make a pendant. Mom is cooking sweet bark soup. She got out some old tapes.
You're up. What are you doing standing there? Time to get going. It's gonna be a beautiful morning. I'm making progress. I found the burner, camera, recorder, travel bag. Breakfast is in progress. Still gotta make a pendant. We haven't used this in so long. Good thing I saved the instructions. Just as you would use a shield to protect an identity pendant protects your mind. Your thoughts, memories, everything that makes you. You don't wear them here in the village anymore. But if you're going into the outside world, I'll feel better when you've got a pendant shielding you. Diseases of the mind, like the dream sickness. We don't know what caused it. We heard people suddenly fell into an eternal sleep. These were years of wild rumors, and half of them turned out to be true. In times of war, a pendant can be used... Let's skip that part. Objects have two layers, the physical and the pendant needs to absorb both. 1. Collect a sentimental object for each sense. Sound, smell. 2. Feel the sense and speak aloud a memory. 3. Feed the object into the burner. The memory will leave the speaker as it is transferred to the pendant. That means I'll forget the memory after I say it. It's supposed to be painless, at least. Okay, so this old tape should work for our sense of sound. I remember you and I fell asleep listening to this tape. Your dad came home. We all rested together until it got dark. What an odd feeling. Like an absence. Disappear. The empty space fills itself back in until I forget that I forgot it. I'm glad I'm only losing a few memories. If I lost too many, I wouldn't even know who you are. You should pick the rest of the objects. I'll lose the memories, but you'll have them in a pendant forever. So they should be important to you. They should be parts of your identity you want to be sure to protect. So think about what these items and what the memories would present. Let's do smell next. Find an object with a strong odor and that holds a piece of you.
Sweet wax honey. How I've tried to save things.
What did you choose for smell? Let's breathe in deep. I remember. These were a present from your friend Pate. It was such a special gift that you wouldn't eat a single one. But after a while, the candy became as hard as rock. The candy was meant to give one moment of sugary joy. And you realized, we talked about this, that by trying to save them, they lost their purpose. It might have been better to just enjoy them in the moment. Now touch. Pick something with a texture you like.
Soft scratch paper. I remember who my dad was.
So what did you end up choosing? Okay, feel the paper. I remember your dad sitting a long time while you did this, but you spent most of the time erasing, getting it down to fewer and fewer details. He's been gone for years now. And yet, when I look at these lines, I remember what he was like around the house. The way he moved, danced. You really captured him, his way of being. What is a force in the world that makes everything go away? How could a few lines on a scrap of paper resist it? You were so young when you learned that the love in our lives is people are never replaced. They just go. We see them in these lines until the lines go too. I'm fine. Let's do sight next. Pick something that looks nice.
Dried mountain flowers. Nothing is ever lost.
So, what did you end up choosing? Your dad used to bring these flowers home from his climbs. They only grow high up in the mountain. He was a great climber. He even found us, and I hope after he would climb less. But he always wanted to explore. And the only direction to maybe the elder is letting you leave out of guilt for what happened to you. If someone has the energy to leave, he fell into the Fitz ravine. We never found his body. But doesn't he rest with us at night? Doesn't he appear in our dreams? How can such a human being depart this earth without leaving behind a trace as strong as the flowers would still... Darling, I don't want to lose this one. I can't lose this one. Can we put the flowers back, please? Thank you.
An unlit tower. I was loved by people I have no memory of. My bag and Dad's camera, ready for the great departure. Yellow avian gesture. I take care of fragile things.
So, what did you end up choosing? I remember your friend Pate made this little bird. You wanted to protect it, keep it like a... I thought it wouldn't last long. It's just a bit of fold, but you took good care of it. You'd done it. It was still... That was when I started to understand what kind of person you are. You will chaperone these delicate things into the future. For taste, we can eat breakfast and feed some to the burner. The memory I'll lose is the one we're forming right now. I want you to have it forever. Standing here, you're having a last taste of home. Now you're protected by lost memories. A gem of home. This is my only condition for letting you go. You must promise me never to take the pendant off. And never tamper with it. Okay? Then I'm okay with you leaving. I think your camera and bag are still in your room. It's time to gather them up. I've lost. How could the world ask me to lose you too? Look at us. There we are. There we were. We'll always be right here on this beautiful morning.
I just performed a ritual with my mom. The moment has passed, but I'll record it in these pages for you, for the future. I never knew when my mom would share a memory of Dad while cooking, on a walk, with no warning. It knocked the wind out of me. Rituals take this grief and give it a shape and a story. Filling in this journal is a ritual too, but for a loss that hasn't hit us yet. I've brought tools to record the sights and sounds of this season. I'll start by recording the only place I've ever known. Last night there was a goodbye party here in the plaza. Everyone was so afraid for me. To understand that fear, to understand where I grew up, you have to know the man standing watch over the plaza, Dr. Fumio. This is Dr. Fumio and his son. The statue isn't as old as it looks. The artist wore it down to give it a feeling of ancientness. and the authority that comes with it. Dr. Fumio and his son founded Cairo back in 776. They live on through our traditions. There are 3 murals celebrating Dr. Fumio's work. Smells like an old man's toes dipped in cinnamon. A village that was created as a place to heal. Is that where my instinct to try to help comes from? It's so strange to imagine I'll be shaped by places and people I haven't met yet. So strange to imagine that I might feel at home somewhere else. Pate loves fish, even though nobody here has ever seen one. The elder sought out Dr. Fumio to cure her mother, who was suffering from time misperception. Last night, my friends wrote down their hopes for my trip and tied them to the branches of this tree.